Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the Joytoy Warhammer 40k Chaos Space Marines, World Bearers, Chaos Terminator, Garchak Vash. This guy's a beast. He's such a beast, the box is massive. Probably the biggest box I've seen for a single 1/18 scale Joytoy Warhammer figure. These are adult collectors. For adult collectors, recommended age 15 and older. So that being said, for you package collectors, let's take a look at that big box. You see how big it is. It's huge. There's the back of the box, the product image for the front, the back, and the close-up, and the very large product image with all that detailing of the figure and all his accessories. I see maybe a couple new accessories there. Check those out in this video, so join me in this review. There's the top of the box. It's pretty thick. Bottom of the box. There's the side of the box. Here's the other side of the box. And there's a comparison to show you how thick that box is, and it is definitely much taller. Pretty big box for that big figure. And there he is in the clamshell. And there he is outside the packaging, and wow, this guy is a beast and quite incredible. A very devastating looking, mean looking Terminator from the Chaos Space Marines. So this is our very first World Bearer chapter figure. There's no other ones. There's only one so far. They usually release, a couple of each from a chapter. But at least minimum most of the time is 3. But we're getting one. We're getting one Terminator at this point in this video. Today's July 5th, 2023. So there he is up front. Here's a side profile of him. You see how tall he is, and his horns come, his tusk I should say, come all the way out that far from the figure. Here is the back of him. And I'm telling you, this got to be better than a pound of pure solid plastic. Pretty nice. Let's go and take a look at him. Let's take a look at that head. Helmet, pretty nice. It's kind of a flat type of Terminator helmet with the green eyes. We do have those bone looking tusk. Very nicely sculpted. Almost like a triangle curved position. Coming down. There's a silver vent in between the tusk. Silver on top. On top of his armor here above his head, we do have almost kind of looks like a dog collar in a sense, but he has spikes, about 5 spikes up there, done in silver. Here we have the World Bearer insignia, which is a very large pauldron done in a gunmetal color. This is a painted on insignia with the white type teeth or claws or fangs, whatever you want to call them. We have some plastic PVC, very soft chainmail hanging from underneath. The World Bearers are one of the first founding Space Marine legions that betrayed the Emperor of Mankind during the Horus Heresy. So here's the insignia now. These are actually your bad guys to help fight against obviously your Space Marines and the Emperor. Obviously up top you can see some of his fence posts, type of medieval fence posts I like to call them, or spears that are pretty much on this kind of torture rack. That one's kind of broken off here. That one's kind of in more of a point. These have the arrow type heads, and then we have a skull shoved through there. Pretty nice. And on this side we do have the same on this side with the skull, but then we have a marine helmet and a skull there. So he likes taking heads as trophies. Just below that we have that killer pauldron. That devil demon massive pauldron looks incredible with that gunmetal, the black eyes, and his horns like fan backwards and down. And that's all 3D sculpted. It's pretty cool. Some more fangs or claws there. Then we have that metal border around the pauldron with the same chainmail. But on the back of here, we have some of the gauntlet ring around the top of the gauntlets with little spikes on them there, and also on the other arm to match, which is pretty cool. Just normal hands. Getting a little lower to body here, we have this skull here in the center. A lot of pieces on this guy. The skull looks pretty sick. I love that gunmetal color they use against this, like this maroonish red, and then you have the trim underneath of the tusk here, the flat surface. Over here on the side, we have some tubing. A lot of detailing on this figure. For the waist, you have a skull hanging down. This is removable. We have the rope going through the eyes of the skull. It's pretty cool. There's a type of bone here. It's also tied to it in a PVC plastic. Then we have this black skirt piece here, torn up in black with the chainmail behind it. That's also removable. Here we have a skull on a chain, which is also plastic. And then we have a little piece of hair, maybe. It's just pretty gross. A knee pad slash leg armor. Do have this very nice looking design here. Falls to suit with the other aesthetics with the claws, teeth, and then that same kind of fence post. Metal pieces that they have just like bordering the armor pieces. The feet is quite large, holes in the bottom, pretty decent looking figure. He is quite heavy. For the back of him, he has these vents in the back. They're like a black, but they have some silver wash through it. This backside plate here, it does seem kind of trim. And they have, they have this side panels also. Then they have like, I like to call these like the braces for the legs, but they're done in like the gunmetal color, as you can see. That we've seen in like more of the larger Terminator style figures. Some sculpting on the back of the heels. Now for some of the articulation, his head does go kind of up and down. It's very limited. And that's what happens if you try to force it in a 360 rotation, because he sits at an awkward position like this. So, but you can see it's on a ball joint. You probably could get the rotation there, but it's going to keep falling off because there's a lot of friction there. Okay, so his arms, let's see his pauldrons. They move a little bit. The arms, they're on butterfly joints. Right there. Let's see here, so they're kind of stiff. They go 360. I want to be careful. There we go. 360 that way. There's a bicep rotation. 360. Double jointed elbows. Hands go up and down, back and forth, and all the places in between, all the way around. Pretty nice for both arms. Let's see here. It's a little crunch in the stomach. A little side to side. There's a rotation there, but as you can see, because of all the aesthetics, I'm just going to pop all those pieces off, trying to get it to rotate it, but just know it's there. Then these pieces here on the side, these side armor pieces, they do also come off. Die cut, 360, double jointed knees. If you pivot down, pivot up, you can get the rocker, and then toe articulation up. That one's kind of stuck. Let's see here, got a little bit. Might have some heat on this guy. Yeah, definitely gonna need some heat for some parts of this guy. He is pretty thick, so he has pretty good balance for a big guy because he has his big feet. He can hold up all that weight. Right, a piece that just fell off. Well, I'm kind of did because this is the front of it, right? But there's a surprise on the back. It's the back of it. That's pretty sick. Didn't know it was there. Alright, so let's take a look at some of his accessories. First comes with this gun here. Pretty nice. Looks like he made some kind of two guns to put together in the one. We do have the fangs, claws, whatever there. Some blue. some silver or gunmetal throughout. There's the handle. There's the bottom, which you can see there's two guns put together. Drilled barrels for the most part. There's the other side, screaming skull. Gold rounds. The top is pretty thick, pretty hefty. Pretty cool. And then you have another double barrel weapon. Screaming skulls. There's the shells. Front of it. There's the top. The other side. It's pretty nice looking. Drilled through the side. Somewhat in the front there. There's the back. Kind of a comparison to the two. They look alike, but they're not the same weapon. Pretty cool. Well, before I put the other gun in his hand, I have to show you the two alternate hands it comes with. I have to swap out this hand for the other gun hand, so that's why. The hands are a little bit stiff and not very easy to get these into. You can see that the finger goes in pretty good. But to swap that tighter grip hand out for this one so we can get an idea of what he looks like. And it's probably going to fight me because it needs heated. Yep. So let me take care of that. I'll be right back. And there he is, all gunned up, ready to rock and roll. He got some serious firepower there. That's what that looks like. And he's going dual-fisted. Jeez, that's insane. Very, very cool. So now that we looked at the two extra hands, his two guns, and we get to see his new baseball bat. This is a power bat, maybe. Not sure what this is called. I'm sure someone will help us out in the comments. Nice rounded top with its spikes all the way around. Some type of motor there, maybe. Nice gunmetal color with the maroon wrap. There's spikes on the bottom. It's very, very nice. It's definitely a first new piece for Warhammer, for Joytoy. So that's really cool. They get new weaponry. And there we go. With the bat in his hand. Ready to pull out a Negan on somebody. Smash your brains out. Just insane. Pretty cool. Alright, there he is, man. That's awesome. Cool figure. He's a big bulky guy, so obviously you're going to have a little bit of range issues and range of motion. But he's held together real good joints, good quality plastic. Really cool accessories. There's two double barrel machine bolt pistols / whatever they want to call them. Pretty incredible. And then a new bat. Looks fantastic. This guy's a beast. Definitely going to have a presence on your shelf if you like him. He's actually relatively inexpensive. I think he's like $40. Most of the Terminators push those $60 to $70 price points, but this one, surprisingly, is not, for being the very first orb bearer. So, pretty cool. If you like this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.